Hello, welcome to my channel, A Book Forest. My name is Kim, and today I'm going to be doing a review of Tigana by Gavriel. This was the book I was reading in January for my Gavriel project, so I want to finish all of his works this year. I gave this 4 stars, so I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to talk a bit. It's very difficult to talk about this book without spoilers because the plots start right away. So it's plots within plots within plots. So I'm going to be very vague, because otherwise I can't review it. So it starts with a battle set in a city, Tigana, and the Tigana people are expecting to lose. So right away it's a bit dire, and the victor is attacking them. He's a sorcerer, and he wins eventually. So we know that because right after the prologue, it's already said that the peninsula that it's set in is divided in 2, and it's controlled by 2 sorcerers. One is Alberico, and the other one is called is from Igrath. So those are 2 different lands outside of the peninsula where all the action is set. So they're conquerors. So those 2 sorcerers are at a tug and like they're keeping each other in line, and everyone else is sort of subjugated to them. And we have no notion of Tigana anymore, so we don't really know what happened in that battle. So that's part of the mystery. And the peninsula it's set in, it's reminiscent of Renaissance Italy. Definitely like the different city-states battling out between each other, and they all have their own cultures, and so it's very interesting in that way. And the culture is very interesting. You have different types of wines, and the music, like our main character that we meet at first is called Devon. He's a singer in the group, and he's a very good one. And I think Gavriel must love music very much because it's part of the entire story, the entire plot. So there are different people in this land trying to achieve different outcomes. Obviously, you have the people who are in power, and then you have the people working underground to disrupt this power. So I would call it maybe even some kind of a heist, a very big heist over a number of years. So there's definitely that going for it. There's also a set of very nice, very well-rounded characters that have very interesting arcs, including Devon, and there's also an old man that I really enjoyed. I cannot say his name because that would be also spoilery. And there's also a woman who is very torn in her loyalties, and I really enjoyed her perspective as well. Very gripping. And also even the antagonists are quite interesting in their own way. The 2 sorcerers. They're more layered than you first think when you start the book. So I think it's worth a read. The resolution I enjoyed. It's very slow burn, that book. Like there's a lot of traveling around, so if you don't like that, it might not be for you. So a lot of traveling around, people talking to each other, interacting, plotting, going about their day. So it takes a long time for everything to knit together, and towards the end, and everything happens all at once. I thought the resolution was satisfactory. I'm not sure it was the most well knitted per se. I think he was still finding his way. I hear that he's maybe a bit better later on in his other works, because that was technically his second work after Fiona of Our Tapestry. So there are characters that were not necessary for the plot. I think that he has too many characters in there. Also, there's some interactions that were absolutely not necessary. Also, I would say detrimental to my enjoyment. That's why I gave it 4 stars. Like there's there's like a flashback of 2 characters and their interaction together is disturbing, and I did not enjoy it. And it was absolutely not necessary to their relationship. Like they could have had the same type of relationship without any of the weird things. So if you read it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I think his weakness is the love stories, except for one. One of these is amazing, and it's not all sunshine and roses. It's very difficult, but it feels real. Otherwise, I did not understand. He was setting up like some relationships, their whole book. Like maybe they'll get together, maybe not. And then towards the end, you're like, oh, okay, he's getting together with that person. Like she's getting together with him. There was nothing foreshadowing at all for those relationships at the end. So to me, it was a fail. And I'm really good at seeing all the little details that make a whole. Like, for example, in The Wheel of Time, the first book, The Eye of the World, there's a relationship building in that book, and people are like, I didn't see it coming, but I did. But in that one, no, I feel like he was trying to, you think this is going to go that way, but at the end, I'm just going to throw it there. But he did not give us anything to build upon for that. So, yeah, that's his main weakness, and also like the weird relationships. Anyways, for a hint, like think of pharaohs of Egypt or Targaryens. Extremely not cool in that context. So that's why it was not a perfect book for me. I think I enjoyed the Fiona of Our Tapestry better than this one. However, it's totally worth a read. It's a good time, and there's some characters, as I said, and some relationships that are amazing. And the friendships are also very good. As usual, his friendships are nice, and his love stories not so much. So, if anything of that appeals to you, I would say give it a go, and let me know if you read it, what you thought about it, and see you next time.